What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Culture Section Podcast. I'm your host, I am Quartet. And I'm sitting here with
Tyler the Greatest Me.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man.
Hey, man, we got a lot to catch up on, man.
What do you mean?
It's a lot that happened in the world.
As far as?
Everything. One thing, the latest thing that I just discovered the other couple days ago, Gayle King.
Oh, I still ain't seen that interview.
Well, let me.
I mean, I heard about it. I ain't seen it.
Well, let me be the first to tell you.
Go right ahead.
So, Gayle King was interviewing Lisa Leslie.
Seen that.
And she basically brought up the, was it rape allegations?
Against Kobe Bryant?
Against Kobe Bryant.
Why would she ask her for?
I have no idea.
Was she involved in it?
Nah.
Did you actually see the interview?
I did.
How did the question come up, man?
But it was just a clip. I didn't see the whole interview. I did like Black Twitter. I went took a clip and ran with
it. How much of it did you watch? You just watched that 5-minute segment.
Yeah.
What did she actually ask her?
I mean, I can't really.
You can't even remember what she asked her?
Yeah.
So then why would you even mention it then?
Hey, because I just thought it was funny because all over the internet, people are just like bashing.
Who are they bashing?
Gayle King for bringing up Kobe Bryant's allegations that he was acquitted for.
Only because he's deceased?
Only because he's deceased.
So if he was still alive, they wouldn't be bashing, would they?
Nah, they wouldn't.
Oh.
But I just thought it was weird because, she did come back on and she said, if I were you and I seen it, I would have that same reaction. And basically, she gonna speak to CBS about the clip that they put out instead of the whole clip.
Who is gonna speak to CBS?
Gayle King.
She's gonna speak to CBS.
Yeah. So she basically it appears that she shifted the blame to CBS. For
her asking the question?
Yeah.
They made her ask the question.
I mean, you can say yeah if you want to.
How do they make her? Well, they wrote it down and be like, ask this question.
Well, because to
Lisa Leslie.
One thing they her boss. See, that's the part that kind of baffles me.
She don't got no say so.
Hey man,
what does it have anything to do with Lisa Leslie though? Why would she?
That part is
unless something like that happened to Lisa Leslie.
I guess because Lisa Leslie is a NBA legend in LA. She played for the LA Sparks. They would naturally play for the LA Lakers. I guess
that still doesn't answer why would she ask her.
I don't know, man.
Well, that's messed up though. Well, hopefully she get it squared away. CBS.
I just thought I just found it weird that like we do what we normally do. We just go in for the juggler without having all the information. I mean, that's just with anybody.
Yeah, because that's what you just did.
Yeah, basically. So the example was set. I just thought it was pretty.
You know what's funny though?
Yeah.
You said she's blaming the shift to CBS.
She's shifting the blame to CBS.
You're assuming that they forced her to ask this question. So,
one could make those assumptions.
So then, why in the world is she going to them now if she already knew about it? If that's her boss,
well, she just coming up with.
She could have said that when she asked the question. This is on CBS. They wanted me to ask this question.
Hey, look, and then I think they said Oprah was on one of the talk shows, and they asked her about how's Gayle King doing, and they said Oprah was about to cry. And I was
like in tears?
In tears.
Not of anger, but of sadness?
Of sadness because everybody's ganging up on Gayle King and she's like, they say she's real, I guess, down.
Oprah is down?
No, Gayle King is down.
She's down?
Yeah, emotionally down. Probably, I don't want to use the D word like depressed, but I would assume that she's.
Because of this interview and everyone
the
coming.
Backlash, yeah.
She's depressed?
Yeah.
She should be like, I don't know, man. She's like a journalist, right? What category would you put in?
She's a journalist. She's a bona fide, certified journalist.
She should have like tough skin, right?
Yeah.
Like you gotta, step on toes and do certain things, man, that rile people up.
Hey, man.
Listen, man. Gayle King interviewed R. Kelly, right?
Don't do that, man. Because you almost made me say, I used to think that I cannot.
I'm not gonna say that's the highlight of her career.
You remind me of a Jeep.
But because I'm sure she's done some astonishing, amazing things out there. But listen, man.
If I could turn.
She should have just still rolled that wave of that right there, man. And left it at that.
Yo, I love how you talking. I'm just providing the soundtrack for the music.
R. Kelly, you know he's still locked up, right?
It's unfortunate, man, that R. Kelly is locked up. Another black man behind bars.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not.
You sound like them women out there.
Hey, man. Hey.
And I'm not talking the women that was affected. I'm talking the women that...
Yeah, that's defending them.
Yeah, that's my man.
That's my man's them.
I still haven't watched the number 2, man. I need to go ahead and watch it.
I ain't doing it.
I mean, if you watch number 1, you might as well watch number 2.
I ain't watched number 1.
Oh, I did. I watched number 1.
So are you saying that you want to do a review of it?
Of that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
God, that's going to be a heavy episode then.
How's it going to be heavy? You just reviewing what happened.
Because I'm going to be too busy singing in between.
You can.
The most powerful
you
statements.
You could be like Gayle, man. You can just
get backlash.
Yeah, man.
Hey, so that's the funny thing is Oprah Winfrey, there's I guess a documentary that she was doing about Russell Simmons and his sexual harassment allegations.
I thought she backed out of that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tie it together to show you what everybody's thinking. Everybody, well, at least every celebrity man, I don't know so much about celebrity women, but every black celebrity man that at least have a social media presence, like 50, Snoop, several others, they feel like they're on a witch hunt for black men. And the whole proof is you're not going after Harvey Weinstein like that.
No, I think he's about to go on trial now for, I can't remember what it was, but some serious allegations.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. But the thing is, they're saying that Oprah's not having that same
I got
energy.
You.
So you know how they say birds of a feather flock together?
Yeah.
So they saying you going after the Afro man, but you turning the cheek to the other man.
To your knowledge, did she give a response?
Oprah?
Yeah.
Nah, she just did a series of interviews saying that, you know, the victim or the person making the allegations, her story was a little fishy. No.
Did she give a response to what Snoop and 50 and all them was saying?
Who, Gayle King?
No, Oprah Winfrey. You said.
Oh, no. That's what I'm telling you. The only thing that she's even remotely said and close in that neighborhood, she ain't responded to them like directly or in the press, but she said one of the biggest reasons was because some of the parts of the story didn't add up. I don't know what parts. I didn't get all those details, and they're not putting all the details.
I wonder when the Bill Cosby thing was going down. Was she present in that, or did she have a voice? I really don't know, but I was just wondering.
Hey man, I don't know. I know one thing, man. They said Bill Cosby, like, he ended up giving like mentoring classes or something like that. That's what they said on the reel.
That's what's up, man. I mean, that's Bill Cosby.
It is, man. Hey, man.
I mean, why'd you make that face? You don't think he should be mentored?
Remember a couple of podcasts ago, we was like, on Scared Straight, they be like, going out hard, and they like, don't end up like me.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I'm gonna have to get life advice from the prison guard.
You don't want to get it from Bill Cosby? He has a very successful career.
Oh, he's accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if I'm already in prison, I'm like, this the dude that made Jell-O pudding famous.
Keep going.
He in here with me. That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah, but
I was in prison.
There's like not speaking for him, but there's a lot of innocent people in prison.
Absolutely, there is.
So then why even frown upon the man like that?
I'm just saying, if I'm
think about it. Bill Cosby is what? Is he like 70 something?
He up there.
So let's say you a young man yourself. You're not gonna, as long as you ain't got no life sentence, you ain't gonna be there very long. He gives you some golden nuggets. You about to get out. You can take that when you get out, man. It ain't like he up there talking about some sexual assault. He up here just doing mentor. Hopefully, he literally in there telling you how to give someone wine and pills, man. I'm sure he's giving you like some business advice and paths, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can take that. Because you could be the next Mr. Jello Pudding.
Jello Pudding Pops.
Or the next Cosby Show.
That's like a horrible person. Jello Pudding Pops.
Yeah, you sound more like from the islands or something, man. You don't sound... I can't even...
Hey, what's that dude that played in Boomerang? Remember?
Eddie Murphy.
No, he was the ad executive.
Martin.
No, the ad executive in Boomerang. The bald head guy.
I don't remember him, man. I only remember what's his name.
Grace Jones.
Yeah, Noel Jones' sister. That's the only one I really remember.
That really his sister?
That's his sister. You did not know that? That is actually his sister.
Man, shout out to Grace Jones, man.
Yeah, hey, where's she at these days?
I have no idea. But I tell you what, man, they said back in the day, Grace Jones was a huge pop star.
Oh, really?
Back in the day.
You know any of her songs?
I just know Pull Over to My Bumper. Oh. Pull over to my bumper, baby. That's all I know. I just...
Wait a minute, that's her?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was R. Kelly, man. He had put it in one of his songs, man.
Hey, man.
My bad, man. Keep going. Jesus. He actually put it in one of his songs.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a song called Fiesta. He said, pull up to my bumper, baby, beep twice.
Hey, no, man, I'm gonna stop. Hey, listen, man. I'm trying my best to draw my own conclusion about everything. But you know, about like stuff you see in social media. Because here's the thing, if you're gonna do a podcast, you gotta indulge in, you got to kind of find out what's going on because it's just good.
Gotta put your ears to the street.
Good conversation pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the good thing about it, in the way that we discuss it, by the time the public see it, we'd have had plenty of time to digest it. So that one might make our thoughts more complete than some. But Ricky Smiley went live about it. He was like,
what did he say?
Oh man, he was like, Vanessa Bryan is hurt. You know, because he was, ooh. Hey man, and Ricky Smiley, I've never. He went live from his YouTube channel, and he don't really normally on his live they be like pretty funny, but he was like pretty serious.
Oh, this one wasn't funny?
Nah, it wasn't.
Well, if you're gonna use Kobe Bryant's wife named here, I guess that couldn't be a joke. Yeah. Hey, listen, what would have happened? You think? Okay, interview goes down, whatever. What do you think would have been the end result if nobody responded to it or no one said nothing at all? Like the interview went down, she asked a question. Nobody else said anything. They didn't comment whether it was good or bad. It was just nothing.
We won't be discussing it right now. I can tell you that much.
So it would have been all good, right?
Yeah. You know who to blame?
Who is that?
The intern. The one who does the social media page.
Why is that?
Because that's the one. Because trust me, man, I always feel like it's some intern somewhere.
Yeah, but
that's coming up with.
When you do that, you got to do something that grabs everybody's attention, though, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Blame it.
And I'm not even gonna blame the intern because he didn't ask, or he or she did not ask the question.
Who you think mindset is less polluted or more freer? The intern. He's trying to get to be like, listen, I probably, because at the end of the day, I think.
How do we even know an intern did it?
Hey, I'm gonna blame it on the intern.
I mean, it could have been someone who literally had a job and whatnot. This is their job title. They get paid the big bucks, so they literally just.
Look, man.
There you go.
The same person. Let me tell you, this intern. He
saying intern.
He work at CBS and he worked for the Breakfast Club.
Really?
They using the same intern.
Really, man?
Yeah, I watched the interview. I was like, this has nothing. This title is so misleading.
That is horrible. He works at CBS and the Breakfast Club. And he does this with CBS, right? Wait a minute. Did you mean CBS, man? Or did you? I thought you said CVS, man. Like
CVS.
Like the pharmacy. I was like, wait a minute.
First of all,
in the photo section?
Man, that just mention their name just make me make my wallet empty.
CVS oh, they that expensive, man?
Yes.
I don't know. My job has some kind of deal with them, man.
Oh, must be nice.
I don't know. I don't use it like that. I mean, I'm not a CVS guy. But that ain't the point. The point is, man, he or she was just doing their job. And the funny thing is, it had to be approved before it went publicly, right?
That's true.
So obviously, someone made that executive decision, was like, this is good.
Yeah.
I mean, you think Gayle knew beforehand that certain section was about to be released?
I like to pretend that they have no oversight because it makes the story more interesting. It does.
So she was bamboozled.
Hoodwinked. So, they got her, man.
So she was blindsided.
Hey, look, man. They got her, bro. They got her good.
I don't know, man. Deep down in my mind, I feel like everyone was in a conference room. They said what was gonna go down, and they made it sound so good. But then after it was released, it was like, oh, this was a mistake.
You think Gayle was in the meeting like, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Yo, and
I would say deep down inside, she probably was like that. Outside, she was like, yeah, this is a good move.
Yeah. And then I noticed too, see, I'm gonna tell you, we writing so many checks that we can't cash because, okay, so first of all, every black person in America on social media, everybody's kind of like pro-black now. So that means that, like, for her, it's like she's the only black correspondent on that show. I think the rest of the guys is white guys. So it seemed like black people, black celebrities that work in that talk show format, they're doing their best to discuss all things black and defend. I'm just saying, man, y'all look corny.
Well, the problem is this: not getting off, but he was acquitted. You already said that he was acquitted.
He was acquitted, right? Man.
So if he's acquitted, why bring it up, man?
Because, man, it's
because you're innocent until proven guilty. Now, if you're proven not guilty, then literally why bring it up though?
Hey, man, guess who else got acquitted?
You about to say Michael Jackson? No, I know you ain't about to say R. Kelly.
He got acquitted too.
Yeah, but we know what went down with that, man. That's because testimonies were.
Hey, but listen, if I do something and I'm acquitted, I'm taking my acquittal with victory.
Keep going.
Nah.
What you mean you taking it with victory?
You know, like I'm like, if somebody scream out, "You touched her head," I'm like, I was acquitted. That's all everything somebody say to me, acquittal and walk off. I'm eating a burger at Burger King.
Thank goodness. That's what he should have switched to. Burger King. He should have did.
I'm innocent.
He should have switched to Burger King. He should have left McDonald's with the Burger King.
Yeah. Hey, they I think he's still these are still allegations right now.
Allegations? Man, I think it is over with.
Hey, man, I'm trying to give him a chance, man.
Listen, a chance?
You got to change
behaviors. Did he even get bail? The chances. Listen, man, when you're still locked up, waiting for trials and stuff, them chances is gone.
Hey, do you think his lawyer probably called him like, yo, you almost broke, man. You might want to get another lawyer.
No,
lawyers be cold.
No, man, I think his lawyer wait till all the money is gone and then say, yo, man, you can't, you're not meeting my retainer fee or whatever fee. Sorry, man, I gotta go. Literally, I think he'll drain him dry.
Yeah.
And then tell him, you can't afford me no more, man. You have no money.
Hey, I guarantee you, R. Kelly, I guarantee you, people are not, like, I think people, people in the jail they probably still see him as, what happened?
Keep going. Because I think you about to say something crazy. See him as what?
No,
they ain't these women on the streets.
Yeah, they probably
they like sing R. Kelly.
Yeah, they probably say like he probably doing full-fledged concerts in that, man.
He better.
Woo.
He better single and he better leave his shirt on.
And I end with a gospel song too. That way.
Nah. I think when you locked up, that gospel stuff sometimes don't work, man. I think that's different. There's different rules out here than in there.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. Hey, but
saying I love Jesus, I know Jesus, I don't think. Listen, nah, man, I wouldn't play that card.
That's horrible.
Hey, man, as long as he got money in his canteen and some money, man, he can have friends in there.
Ain't nobody. You think somebody put some on his books?
I mean, hopefully his agent or somebody still just putting some money that he got in there on his books.
You know they say ain't no friends in business. That's what they say.
Well, as long as they still getting paid, they'll be there to support him, man.
That's rough there.
And then, when things run out, he might want to go to one of Bill Cosby's mentor classes, man.
Oh, man, this dude here, man.
Because, how long, I don't even know how many, I remember one time how many counts he was being charged for. I wonder how much time, if he's found guilty, I wonder how much time is he going to serve or what is his sentence going to be? I think it's going to be very lengthy.
And more importantly, you know how they like how you if you already in jail, do those days that
it's called time served.
Yeah, will he get time served?
He probably will, but it might not make no difference. I mean, too bad he don't got no one he can snitch on. That might have.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you something else, man. Yo, I already told you, right? I ain't going to jail for nobody. I'm singing the straight hymn book. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, true, man. I think.
Come on, man. You gonna tell?
You never know till you in that situation, man.
Hey,
and then when that fear hits you, it's almost like being choked to death.
Hey, you the type of person like this.
It's like you're being choked. And your body's natural reaction is it wants to be saved. You grabbing their hands, you trying to stop it, right?
Hey, man.
When you desperate, you do some desperate things, huh?
I just had the coldest joke in my head.
What's that? Say it.
I can see you doing this. Like a homeboy you probably ain't seen in 10 years or something like that. You just see him, so y'all have a conversation. And he like, hey, man, old boy, man, we used to go to school with, man, he been locked up. I can hear you saying he shouldn't have committed the crime. I don't know why he
shouldn't have committed the crime.
He shouldn't have committed the crime.
You know what they say, man? You commit the crime, you got to pay the time. Did I say that right? Is it you do the crime,
you got to do time?
Yeah, I guess one of those.
Hey, but do you believe in? But I definitely don't want to make this.
Do I believe in forgiveness? Yes.
Reform.
Yeah, but I also believe in relapse.
Do you think is how? Okay, so. I know we ain't never been in prison, but think about it in this.
Don't want to.
Come on, man.
Go on.
How many years you think being away before you come back and fill out a place? Do you think it's like a year, 2 years?
It could be a year because a lot can happen within a year, man. A lot can change just like that. A lot can change in a month.
Yeah.
Hey, here we go, man.
Some of them guys gonna come out thinking.
Great example. It ain't the same as going to prison.
Yeah.
But I had a part-time job, right?
Yes.
I left that part-time job to work somewhere else. And let's see. I think I left in the end of July, but I came back in October. When I came back to that same part-time job I left, man, it was totally different. Totally different, man.
It's like a 9-month time span.
9 months. July to October, man. August, September, October, man.
My bad. I can't count.
Help him out, Lord.
Help him, Jesus.
Help him, Lord.
Yeah. Help him, Lord.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
So much has changed. So I'm imagining if you was locked up for a year, man, taxes probably changed. Minimum wage, gas prices. Laws probably have. You getting a job.
Somebody come out, they think.
Watching television shows, the intranet.
Somebody come out and be like, when they went in, Telemundo was hot. When they come out, what they do, Telemundo?
Well, this is you funny. What's funny is though, even if you're locked up, they do have televisions, man.
Yeah.
So you can stay kind of current. It just might be different when you actually get out, man. Yeah. Mentally, physically, things is different because you did miss out. Even though you were seeing it, you still missed out on a lot.
Hey, man, I was listening to.
Plus, it depends on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
plus, it depends on like.
It's funny when I look at the video.
Like if you, is it?
Yeah, it actually is.
Plus, it depends on if you was a general population. Was you in prison or was you actually in county jail or something like that? I heard a lot of people have done like a year in like jail, which is I heard a lot of them
totally different from prison.
Yeah, man.
They'll tell you that quick.
I heard that many times, man. Someone said. Or either the federal penitentiary, but then I heard the federal penitentiary is different too. There's different levels, man. I heard there's spots that's like a apartment, and you're eating steaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And listen, man, we'll discuss this later. But anyway, man.
Oh, that's minimum. That's minimum. That's
and
like Martha Stewart.
Then I heard there's another part in federal penitentiary where it's survival of the fittest or something, man.
Maximum security, maximum.
Man, this one guy told me they even gave them steel-toed boots. They had steel-toed boots, man. And he said when someone mess with you, never mind. Let's move past that. Yeah, this reform thing. It's possible to be reformed, though, man. Then it's possible to, have relapse. Or I think sometimes when you get out and it's hard to get a job, sometimes you go back to what literally got you in there, man. It's just because you put forth the effort. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, then you got to put it on your resume or you got to put it on your application. Because if you don't, they usually find out and you don't get a job. They be like, be honest, put it down there. And it's almost like, well,
setting you up.
Yeah, because even if you are honest, a lot of times you don't get the job.
Yeah, and I think it does kind of. Hey, this does suck though, for real. Like, imagine like you've been away for like 20 years, you come out and you can't even get a job at McDonald's or like something. Because like here's the thing, like certain like I just feel like when you can't, like McDonald's has a high turnover rate. Normally, it's like it's. I mean, I ain't saying like that.
It does, man. Yeah, that's why I'm laughing.
Like the high school student. So if a guy he been away for a long time, we I don't even think they promise him anything. I can't promise that you're gonna go out here and make a living, but you got to do something. You see what I'm saying? Like it's
you gotta ask yourself, what's that something?
What's that something?
Hey, you know what usually doesn't change?
Yeah.
A lot of times, it's day shift. I think day shift is kind of. I think the turnover rate is less, man.
Oh yeah,
because usually day shift is grown folks.
True.
It's like literally people who need that come up or whatever the case may be. Now, when you get into the evening and night shift, that's when that's that turnover, because that's when it's just them kids who get out of, who's, in high school or something, come after school, work there, and then, it take one thing to make them mad, and then, they can leave, or their parents come up there in anger or something like that. My child can't be working all these hours. They ain't in school.
Hey, you know what they call it now when you go to prison?
What's that?
They call it a vacation.
A vacation?
Yeah, so
you get the 3 meals.
No, they bed? I think this. I don't know why they.
It ain't no vacation I want to go on.
I know, but they'll be like, say if they've been away, for like a couple months or whatever, they'll be like, yeah, I went on a mini vacation, and that's code word for prison or jail. It's a combination of jail or prison, whatever. I'm saying like, it could be they went away to jail for a couple months, or they went away to prison for a couple months.
And it's called vacation.
They call it a vacation.
Maybe they should call it a retreat or something. Or I went on a pilgrimage.
Man, I can't do it, bro.
You can't do it? So right now, R. Kelly is on vacation.
According to the streets.
Would you call what Bill Cosby's on a vacation?
Yeah, he on you know how they had an extended stays? He extended stay. Hey, man, I wanted to do... Woo! Hey, man, I was literally thinking this, too. So, the Cosby Show was about a middle-class family.
Was they really middle class? She was a lawyer and he was a doctor.
Everybody else hey, man, see, here's the thing. Back in them days, it was poor, middle class, and rich. That's it. You don't get no other. You don't get all.
And you're saying they weren't rich?
No,
they was not rich, man.
No,
they was not rich. He had an office in his house, man.
But they stayed in a brownstone, right?
Keep going. I want to hear the. I want to go, man. Keep going.
Hey, you know when I laughed on the other podcast? Yeah. I meant to put the earthquake sound effect, but I couldn't find a good one.
Okay.
But look,
I ain't heard it yet.
Okay.
We're gonna get to it. The brownstone, they stayed in brownstone.
He had a station wagon.
Keep going, because he had a family vehicle. They had a family.
And
this better be it right here. Go on.
I mean, I don't know what else.
I really didn't think they was middle class. I thought they was rich, man.
Come on, man, stop.
I really thought they was rich. You walked in the house and you hung your coat up. You had a coat rack and you had a rack for your hat.
So what? So how we?
You was playing cricket in your backyard.
Look, man.
You was in love with hoagies. You was drinking apple juice and stuff. I didn't see the struggle in the Cosby's as far as money and food. Maybe I need to revisit it, but I never seen an episode where they were struggling to eat.
Have you watched it since he been locked up?
No.
I haven't either.
The only reason I haven't watched it since he been locked up.
You down with the struggle?
No, because I haven't even watched it before he was locked up. I mean, I watched it growing up.
Yeah.
Then after I reached a certain age, I had moved on to other stuff.
Hey.
But I will, if it is on if I can stream it, I guess I would. I'll just put it on my playlist.
Hey, listen, man.
I mean, because I got Family Matters up there. I want to revisit I don't even like the way you looked at me, man.
Hey, cause
I got the Wonder Years up there.
Hey, man, I had to look it up. I looked up Wikipedia to see how the Wonder Years ended, but I forgot. How did it end?
It ended pretty much. He had a summer job.
Okay.
But he did want to get closer to Wendy.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it really didn't work out. They stayed friends, but they separated. He had his own life. She had her own life. They had kids with other people. They were married to other people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I always wonder what happened to her and him.
In real life?
Yeah.
Like she appears on shows every now and then.
I know he was on something.
She looks the same. She actually was on Impractical Jokers too, man.
For real?
One of the guys, God, what do they call him? They don't call him Weasel or Ferret. I think they call him Ferret. I can't. What's his name? He's the guy with the bald spot kind of in his head, skinny guy. He lost all the challenges, right? So he had to pretty much baby oil himself and put on some brief swimming trunks and interview her just like that, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. And when he walked in, it's like
humor.
the way she even looked at him, man. It's like, what's going on here?
Hey, man. Hey.
And he
what about the dad?
He had a few shows, man, where he was playing a father. But the dude, man, his name ain't Fred Savage, is it?
It is Fred Savage.
He's on Key and Peele, on the tall one. What's his name, man? He has a show called Friends from College. And Fred Savage is actually in that show, man. It's a Netflix exclusive show, man. He's in that show.
Hey, man.
He's playing. Yeah, go right ahead, though, man.
He
has quite a bit, man. He has a good career. Both of them, I believe. I think his might be better than hers, though.
Shout out to Netflix, because we're going to get it. They're going to give us a licensing deal.
Yeah, have you? Are they? That's what's up. Have you seen?
I'm speaking it into existence.
Oh.
You know how black people do. We got to speak it into existence. We only going to license.
Listen, man, is that what Tyler Perry got? Like some kind of deal with The Fall from Grace? Was that exclusively Netflix?
Yeah.
All right.
So, stop, man. See, he wanted to bring up Tyler Perry.
Nah, I was just asking.
Talking about his 26 million streams.
Yeah, that's what it said. The first night that it appeared, it was 26 million streams.
Do you think it because it was a good movie? Or you think it was...
This is personal opinion?
Yeah.
I mean, personal opinion, it was a Tyler Perry movie.
So
I expected it to be exactly what it was.
Hey, man.
Predictable and Tyler Perry-ish.
Listen, man. I don't want to bring up the podcast, but listen, man. Them boys, they was showing how she was in the prison scene. Her hair looked one way, and then the next cut, it looked another way. So imagine one scene you got a hat on in the same sequence.
Come on, man.
But the next cut, no hat.
Listen, man, it was more than that. They had some other flaws like that too, man.
Then they said that they was walking out the diner, and you could see the microphones at the bottom. So I went back and looked. I said, no, man. And then all of them, he bragging about 5 days, but they is giving him the business. Do you hear me?
You think it was rushed?
Of course it was rushed.
Is it something to brag that you did something so quickly, especially if it's not close to perfection? I mean, that's nothing to really brag about. I did this in 5 days. Wow, we could tell.
We have to. Hey, man, here's the thing, bro.
We got to do better.
We had to do better. Hey, because here's the thing. So, and then the audience, now they're like, so he just trying to give us anything.
Wow.
That's why, think about that. So all the movies that we supported, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, all of them, man, to include the projects that didn't, Daddy's Girls, A Family That Prays, all the movies that was...
He did for Colored Girls too, right?
For Colored Girls. He even did Precious. He was one of the producers, I think.
And he did Temptations?
He did Temptations. Now listen, all these movies, for the most part, cinematically, good pieces of work. I'm talking about the look. Now, see, yo, man, it's a setup coming, bro. Cause they're gonna be like, oh, he think he powerful, he got his own studio, and think he don't need nobody this and the third. So now everything that he does is going to be under scrutiny. To me, that's why I was saying about, even though I hate the fact that everybody's kind of power driving, but at the same time, he's not, it's kind of a slap in the face to people that have been supporting him from day one.
Are you saying we're being too harsh? We should just let up? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that in a way, he kind of taking things, in my personal opinion, a little bit for granted.
Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying.
And so now, because at the end of the day, his budget, it has been very formulaic. 30 million budget, 20 to 30 million budget, 60 million box office receipts. So that means every last one of them. Especially all the Madea franchises, minus the movie that had Gene Levy in it, and Deborah Richardson or Richards or whatever, minus that right there. Even that Madea's funeral, I'm telling you, bro. And then I ain't
even seen that one, man. She's dead, right?
It's on Amazon.
Is she dead?
We can review that too.
Is she dead?
Madea?
Yeah, did she die?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
He's gonna stop doing Madea movies, right?
He's done.
Okay.
He's done. And my thing is this.
So you think this is the end of seeing Madea? Or it's just the end of Madea movies? Like, you don't think he's gonna dress up as a more, not even for like a cameo, a commercial on TV, or stuff like that? Madea is literally through.
He said he done wearing Madea.
Does that mean someone else he'll get someone else to wear Madea?
I hope not.
Oh,
because now I think he's 50 years old, and he's probably giving us 20 years of Madea. That's the most, as far as a man getting into character like that. That's the most. Or the longest it's been done.
You think so?
I think so.
So you wouldn't say RuPaul?
Well, I guess you got a point. But that's not a character though for that's a part of, like,
that's not a character?
I mean, I guess it is a character. But
it's gotta be a character.
But RuPaul is the brand though.
Yeah,
but and then yeah, well, I don't think it's. I mean, I guess I can get the character part of it, but I think it's more. That's expected.
Cause you know what's weird? I noticed that because he's on a few series of, I guess,
RuPaul?
Yeah, and he's
dressed as a man.
Yeah.
He does some. I think I told you about the interview he did with a pastor. One time he was dressed as himself. But it's like I think that brand, the RuPaul brand, all that is very cohesive. Minus like just the interview. But when you look at Tyler Perry, it's more, I mean, it's a brand. Madea is, don't get me wrong, but it's became more movie driven versus them plays and interviews.
I was telling someone, when it comes to Tyler Perry movies,
yeah,
nowadays, like as far as 2019, 2020 so far,
yeah,
and his television shows, I think he should strike up a deal with Lifetime because it just reminds me of a more
you real disrespectful
urban cultural Lifetime movie.
I tried to investigate who owns Lifetime because Lifetime does more black movies, right? Or is it the?
Say that again.
Do they? Wait a minute.
Say that again.
Hallmark. One of them do more black.
Most.
Or more black. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. If you say so.
I'm asking you.
Well, I really haven't seen Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
I seen Lifetime, and I don't see too.
And all that Fantasia. What was that stuff on?
Oh, that was Lifetime.
Come on, man. Talk to me.
Man, listen, man. Just
talk to me, man.
Just because you said those, man. Name some more then, because the average one I see.
Whitney Houston story.
You're just naming 3 out of like millions and millions.
I'm pretty sure they did Survivor R. Kelly too.
Do they have Survivor R. Kelly?
I think they did Survivor R. Kelly.
Did they?
Yeah.
Are you sure that was Lifetime?
Matter of fact.
Is it? You might be right. I ain't too sure.
Hey, I don't even know what question to ask the listeners, but boy, this would be a good one.
What's that?
Do you think Tyler Perry should move his movies, TV shows to Lifetime?
I think so.
Leave it in the comment section.
I really feel like he would fit in so perfectly. Is he still on OWN? Is he still on the OWN network?
Nah, they canceled. They just canceled the have and have nots. If I'm not mistaken.
You mean like it's over?
This seat.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It literally just came out in the press, man.
I can see why though, man.
But
cause have you seen it? I followed it to a certain extent.
It was too much.
I followed it to a certain extent, but it just felt like recycling. It's almost like hanging on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like all right already. You know what I'm saying?
You see how here's the thing, man. It
really reminded me of a soap opera, like
okay,
One Life to Live
and
General. Yeah, which is good, but I don't think there was enough characters. Like, you know how soap operas be having like characters on top of characters on top of characters? I don't think Half and Have-Nots had enough characters to keep that soap operas thing going on, because it was really this main core and a few, but it was just, it's almost like I felt like it would have been better if they would have broadened it, man.
I feel like this right here. I don't know what's happening, but I hope that
I think it's just a refrigerator, man. I mean, that actually threw me off.
That's funny. Hey, let me tell you something else, man. I forgot what I was gonna say, but that was pretty funny.
I was talking about Tyler Perry.
Oh, it's almost like he's making you choose.
Go on, let me hear this.
Without doing it. So here's the thing. So he gave Crystal, I think her name Crystal Fox. That's the black lady that played on the Have and Have-Nots. I think she was the maid.
Okay, I got you. I know you're talking about.
Plus, her claim to fame was In the Heat of the Night.
All right.
She was the Chief's driver. Oh. So he said he gave her first starring role in the feature film. So instead of her doing interviews about specifically Fall from Grace and this being her first, starring role, because of Fall from Grace and its deficiencies, she has to discuss what's going on with his wigs.
What?
Yeah, like I know.
This is the question they's asking her?
Yeah, it wasn't like that blunt, but all the it's how they do the backlash with the wigs and what's going on with the wigs.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I hear that about his wigs for women and men, yo.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That dude who plays the boyfriend.
Yeah, the one that's from Supergirl.
There you go. Atrocious, man.
Yeah.
You see how he look on Supergirl? I'm like, and then he said, what he said? He said in the bed, bring me a bill or something like that. I can't remember what he said in the bed, which I know the famous tagline. We can't say it like how they said. But it was so crazy. And then the other thing was he's sitting there with listen, man, he's sitting there with a terrible wig, baby oil on his chest. I mean, he just left the gym. I can't remember what.
Hey, you want to hear something that I noticed, man?
What?
A lot of his characters, from his television shows to his movies, well, all the dudes are like they work out all the time, man.
I know, man. Ain't not one. The only big dudes that see any time is the one that can sing in them plays.
You know, I thought
in his movies.
So you said Mr. Brown and Mr. Payne.
well, that's some exceptions, but
I'm saying, man, when you look at it now, all them dudes are like they just like be in the gym, man. It's like no average guy, man.
Christian Keys. Yeah. I mean,
number two, do you think if he would have rocked that same bald head, his character still would have been the same that he does on Supergirl and Fall from Grace?
It would if he would have just been him, it probably would have took away from some of the deficiencies. And probably more men would have caught the deficiencies versus women. I'm telling you, boy, these women, now he has.
Well, that's who his fan base is.
I'm trying to tell you. And they would be like, yo, instead of them saying, yo, such and such was gorgeous, they said, look at such and such wig. See the difference? I mean, if you hire a person because, they fit a certain look, they cut, they looking like a baby Denzel or a grown Denzel, or whatever.
This dude.
You know what I'm saying? You got him there for a reason.
This guy.
Come on, man. You see what they doing.
You think he's going to learn from this? Or is he really taking the backlash he's getting from this as a learning?
The next movie going to be done in a day.
Or you think, or you think, his mindset is like, whatever. I put some good ones out there. Yeah. This is whatever. They watch this. They'll get over it.
If he not careful, that's what I'm telling you, bro. That Twitterville,
yeah,
they are on that level of he taking us for granted. Go to different people podcasts in the comment section. He think we don't have no sense and he doing this, that, and the third.
Wow.
So
they really going in.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, it's cats on YouTube with typically they probably get like 30,000 views. These cats getting like 250. And then the title is Fall from Grace. And they just like.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? Someone asked me what I thought about Fall from Grace. And I said a Fall from Grace. The movie was a fall from grace.
Man, just make sure you keep that same line for when we do review the movie. Because that's going to be, when you say I'm like I ain't heard it. A fall from grace is a fall from grace.
I mean, I liked how, see, that tells you how big his fan base is. Everyone was excited that this Netflix movie that Tyler Perry did was coming out.
Yeah.
And they seen it, man.
Hey. Huh? As a Christian, do you feel that now people they can go see his movies now? Now that he's no longer dressing like Madea? I know that they've been seeing it.
But y'all about to say.
He said it didn't matter from the get-go, so it won't matter now.
His movie's still the same, whether he's dressed up as a woman or not. They all got the same tone. My thing is his movies have the same tone as his television series. They all have the same tone.
Yo, why you keep saying you like
they do, man.
He ain't even stretching this.
I feel like they all have the same tone. Man, I was watching man, I wish I knew the
Has Tyler Perry blinded my eyes?
Is it the television series Sisters or something?
Yeah, Sisters in the Oval Office on BET.
Cool, man. They got the same music on them, man. Even as not as far as it's like doing the scenes and stuff, the music is the same. I kept saying why they feel the same. One is the music. It's about to be a threatening scene. The same music plays on every single one of them. I feel like maybe, you diversify just a little bit, man. Switch it up.
I think he hit a lick with Lionsgate, right?
I like that. He hit a lick with
Lionsgate. He made all this money.
Congratulations.
All right. He bought the island. He saved Oprah Winfrey's network. If we want to give him, I'm gonna give him that credit. Now he is the president, I think, of BET.
Say word.
Everything where he works with, I think he's the president of BET. Some deal with Viacom. So all of the plays, all of the movies are over there on BET Plus. Plus he got
is BET Plus free with cable provider, or is it actually extra?
I think it might be extra.
Okay. So it's like a Disney Plus thing.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. That's gonna be next, actually. And then he got Sisters, the Oval Office. So what I said, the Have Nots is gone.
Is it?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it just literally got announced. I think the other one been gone. If Loving You Is Wrong.
I never watched that one. I never seen that one. Was it good? From what you seen? Cause
you know what? I ain't gonna tell you what draw me away from the episodes, but normally,
I wouldn't mind hearing it. Go on. Normally, what?
It's kind of nothing, man. It's kind of like Empire. Certain thing they do, I just stop watching. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to keep every episode. So
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Hey, you know the great thing about being in America?
What's that?
You got the freedom of choice.
True.
Turn the television or watch it. So, but I'm thinking to myself, I just feel like, I hate to keep saying the same thing everybody's saying, but I do kind of feel like
there's probably some truth to it.
He could definitely change the whole landscape of Atlanta. Like he owns that big old thing, but I mean creatives.
That was a former military base, right?
Yeah. He can make it because back in the day, it was the only people that I'm just thinking in my head up until now. So back in the day, it was like the Face and so Def. After a while, it just became a hotbed. You had producers this and the third. So now, he changed it as far as the movie. I guess the movie business, so to speak. He's been there a while, so I just feel like that he can go. That it's called the Institute of Atlanta. It's kind of like the same school, like a creative school, got writers and stuff. It's so much he can do to really foster some new talent. Because the truth is this, being able to write a lot of scripts and do it yourself is an accomplishment.
Oh, my God.
But just like anything, becomes stale if you're the only one doing it. If I was just sitting here talking, let's say people just support, let's say if I was some type of celebrity, like people attention spans like that. We've given this man 20 plus years of support. So now, with that being said, you got to constantly change, man. That's all. And to be honest, if I had it, I would do it just because, you're competitive. You got something to prove. At the end of the day, you got a whole studio, all these dedicated lots. Allowing people to shoot movies there is one thing, but actually having writers and developing shows homegrown from there is a totally different thing. And I just think he's done too much. And he's hit too many licks, and he's been through too much, and to not really kind of get. It's not people hating. It might be some hate involved, but it's the truth involved in it, man. Because I thought when I seen that movie he did with Mr. Deeds, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I thought that was the best movie he had done. I actually felt like
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah,
you talking about Good Deeds.
Yeah, Good Deeds. I think. So I felt like, to me personally, like that he was like acting, and I understand it wasn't like a stretch, but it was a stretch when it comes to Madea. This was actually a man being comfortable in his character, his own skin. And, it's still the same. I get it, but at the same time, I feel like, yo, man, Tyler Perry can like actually act.
Did he also do the Why Did I Get Married movies?
Yep. Love those too, man. Actually, but see, to your point, those movies are essentially like the TV shows.
True.
Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. Females unappreciated. Divorces, get with another guy, he treats like a queen. Another guy's cheating and they're arguing. I mean, it's the same storyline, which even though it makes sense, but I was a real fan of House of Pain. But then after a while, it just got too. It got kind of. It was good, but when it got good, it started getting.
Did you see it after Curtis and Ella moved?
When they moved, I watched it for a good. I actually was looking for a season 2, to be honest.
It didn't happen?
No, because the last thing he's like, you ain't going back in there. That's what Curtis told the girl boyfriend. And I think the last episode she pregnant or something. They took her in and then she got pregnant by that guy.
Was it canceled or did they just?
I don't know. The same guy that sent Fall from Grace to her husband is the same guy that got her pregnant on the show. So in a lot of ways, do you feel like do you think he have us looking weak? Men?
Dude, it might be just subconsciously, it probably might be his perception of men, man.
Oh, you sound like everybody else. Now, that's what they be saying.
And his upbringing or how he could be a vendetta against, how he was abused by his father and stuff, man.
Yeah, let's get pretty deep.
Yeah, I don't.
But you don't take it personal. I mean, you don't take it like, I know we don't know him personally, but I'm saying you don't take it like he's not trying to destroy the black man's masculinity. You know how we do. Oh boy.
You're funny, man. I really never looked at it that way, even though when I look at social media, they put stuff in the characteristics that's destroying the black man's masculinity. Yeah. I really don't know where Tyler Perry is coming from, but I'm sure it has something to do with his upbringing and his life.
Another thing.
I think a lot of his scripts is just a reflection of how he personally feels.
Yeah.
Because they are his scripts. They had to come from somewhere. When I look at them, I can't tell you who Tyler Perry, as far as another movie star, another writer, another actor, I really can't tell you who he actually who he actually like was his mentor. Could you even tell?
No.
So basically, when I see something
his
that he
mentor
did,
is Oprah Winfrey.
Okay, wow, cool.
That's who his mentor is.
So
I think
I'm thinking
TD Jakes. TD Jakes is his mentor.
Okay. I mean, that's good for that.
I mean,
I can't tie his script together with TD Jakes. I feel like it's coming from a personal place when I look at.
I think it has something to do with Woman Down Loose too, man.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know if it's the stage play of the movie.
Did you like Woman Down Loose?
It been so long ago, man. I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. You ever seen a movie and it just feels like they got to get to a point, but sometimes it feels like they skip some parts to kind of rush to get to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't like those kind of movies. I can understand maybe kind of why. Maybe they should have did it another way, but sometimes there's some movies that literally, feel like they just skip. Then I'll tell you what part didn't skip. The Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Jesus.
That was like
my personal feeling was always, listen, I see what he did to you, right? Just leave then. Why stay and torture this man?
Yeah.
Who cares? Leave him.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't want you. Why be there by his side? Just leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
But in the world of cinema, that joke was lit.
Everyone enjoyed it, especially the woman. I was talking to a woman not too long ago that enjoyed the movie. Actually, it was a group of women. They just enjoyed that movie. And the main part is, you see how she got him back? It was like so weird.
Yo, man.
It's like the revenge movie.
That was... Remember Wayne Takes Hell when she burnt his clothes?
Yeah, man.
That was a Tyler Perry moment right there. I'll just say this, and every woman revenge moment is that Wayne Takes Hell moment in every movie. That's why the movies they be like, oh, it's the most talked about. Man, I don't think a dude has like the ultimate revenge scene.
Hey, listen, real quick though.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back to that. Leading role girl in Empire. Her name is
Taraji P. Henson.
What was that movie she was in?
What is it? Amnesty?
That could not be the movie.
Acrimony.
Who wrote that movie?
Tyler Perry.
Did he really? Okay, cool. All I need to know. All right, man.
They were saying how she fell off the boat and mysteriously end up on the boat with dry clothes. Man, they been. I'm telling you, bro, these dudes out here in the internet wins again because they've been breaking down every flaw. Acrimony. Like I thought when we went to go see Acrimony.
Yeah.
I said, man, and this is the other thing too. Do we have a low expectation for Tyler Perry? Because I thought that was the best movie he had done. But then looking back, you like, man, she really flew out the boat and came back up dry. I'm just saying, brother. I'm telling you.
You said these small things shouldn't be looked over, right? You think he should have it right by now? Someone should have caught, yo, man, she dry. We need to get her wet.
Because I'm gonna tell you what they saying. If I worked in Hollywood, they say I was a black man and I was a vice president of one of the major studios, and it was my boss was he was the president. He's the white guy. You know what our conversations would probably be? So unfiltered, and he would probably talk what I think about Tyler Perry, and I would probably say something so cold like, yeah, he has his own studio, but he's still an amateur director, producer, and writer.
Who said this?
That's what I would say if I was a vice president of one of these big studios. I'm talking about if I was one of them. I ain't talking about me right now. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. At the end of the day, you had Janet Jackson, Taraji P. Henson was your biggest stars.
You think so?
He had Mary J., but in the world of acting, she's not a big star. She's a big R&B star, and I'm pretty sure. But see, if she was carrying the whole movie, she would have been in a leading role. So who all did he have? Yeah, Janet. I'm trying to really think about this.
Yeah, because then he had that other movie. Who's that light-skinned dude that he had?
Oh, Shamar Moore?
Yeah. And then he had...
More eye candy, but keep going.
My man.
His wig was terrible.
All right, man.
All right. Sorry. Hey, but That new TV show he got, SWAT, that joint lit. Keep going. I love SWAT, by the way.
Yeah, but that ain't his show, is it?
Yeah, he the star of it.
Oh, my bad. When I say
stop playing.
When you say someone's show, I feel like he's like the producer of the show or something, man.
Hey, he probably
ain't LL Cool J in the show too, man.
NCIS Los Angeles. I watch it. Let me tell you something. You know what I realized, man?
What's that, man?
I realized that I am a CBS fanatic. Like, I wait because here's the genius part. They got.
Do you have CBS access?
Nope. That's what I'm finna tell you. I don't even watch the television. I watch all internet. Let me tell you this. Them episodes, Blue Bloods, NCIS, this new show called All Rise, FBI Wanted. Each week, them episodes come out and they free on the website. So I watch them as soon as they come. I be like a stalker.
How long are they up there?
Probably maybe like a week or two, and then they go in subscribe mode.
Oh, I got it.
It's pretty good, man. It might even be longer than that. Bull, all that. Hey, man, I love Blue Bloods, man. God, I like Blue Bloods, bro.
All right, man.
You don't like Blue Bloods?
I never watched it.
I guess, and I'm such a, I don't know, I'm realizing that too, especially how bad cops are to black people. I still love Blue Bloods.
How bad cops?
You know, like with the.
Wait a minute, you trying to say the bad cops and Blue Bloods is black people?
No. I'm saying like, especially how the cop situation with black people, police brutality. We probably shouldn't watch anything remotely. Really? I like Blue Bloods. I'm just saying the cause is the cause, brother. You know how people do.
That's getting pretty deep, man. Hey, listen,
yes.
you did bring a point a while ago though, and I didn't want to get this far. You was talking about the movie for the man or the black man, right?
Yeah.
I think as long as if there was one, a woman couldn't be really involved in the movie. Because then that'll be some type of
I'm just waiting for this boat to sink.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how would he have victory. Like, I remember there was a Michael Douglas movie, and what's her name? The dude that Ashton Kutcher was married to? She's like, Demi Moore is her name?
Yeah.
She was in it, but it was pretty much, it's an old movie, and it's her trying to basically frame him for something, man. And
jeez. That's you go way back.
Yeah, I know. That's the only one I kind of can't remember. I'm sure there's thousands up there, but that's the first one that comes to my mind because he had to clear his name, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much and get back. But I don't know if if it is, I don't think Tyler Perry is gonna make it.
Nah, man, cause he see here
plus you gotta think about it. You know, when you think about that movie, a woman probably think they had to fight for women's rights. Yeah. The man already had it made. What he need a movie for?
Right. Because Amanda, like, here's the thing. Like, even with Amanda Seals, bro, like, she's on the real. And I watched her everything. I'm talking about this is I'm
taking you be watching the real.
Bro, I watch it. I study it. I analyze it. And I'm telling you, bro, like, Amanda Seals, before that party thing, when she got invited to that party and something happened with the party and she got kicked out and she went live about it. I mean, it was all over in there. You could Google that. But my thing is, it seemed like everything that has to do with black, she's like defend. So her position when it comes to men, like, we can move on to this discussion. The Terry Crews and Gabrielle Union situation. So Gabrielle Union is saying like, yo, the work environment is, I guess, not up to par, and there might be some low key.
Yeah, that was with the show though, right?
Yeah, mistreatment. Terry Crews goes on there. He's like, when I was there, it was perfectly fine. So Amanda Seals feels like that when he went through what he was going through, Terry Crews, somebody.
Yeah, and Gabrielle Union had his back.
And they saying that he should have Gabrielle Union's back. So her point. And then I guess what kind of got me heated about that with her, and I'm not saying she's not right. She said she felt like, as a man, black man, we should be defending black women.
And you have a problem with that?
Yeah, because my whole thing is every situation, not Not that again, I said it before I said it. Not saying she's not right, but it just seems like everything that involves a woman getting discriminated against or some kind of problem, they want us to step on the time bomb and go to war for them. But then when it comes to other things, like when we talked about the black men, nobody ever defends us with that same passion.
Let's see, I can agree. I agree that, yeah, she's right, but it worked both ways.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about sometimes, all the time, because right is right and wrong is wrong. And Terry Crews, when I seen that, I ain't on his side, man.
I feel you.
Because the first thing, no, man, he could have addressed it as it was good when he was there, but it could have been happening to her. And and if it did, it shouldn't have happened to her.
Or no comment.
Yeah, or he could have been honest and it might have been good for him.
Yeah.
But maybe he could say, if she says it wasn't good for her, we need to find out what happened, because things like that could happen.
And you know, whenever they see Terry Crews, you remember that
he did it to himself. Especially when he kept going on and his only priority is his wife.
You remember that movie where he was dancing?
He dancing a lot of movies.
That's what I'm saying. Every movie he dancing. That's the picture that people see in their head whenever almost a non-black asking to be a movie. They seeing that guy dancing, being Mr. Bojangles. That's what they see. Instead of seeing a strong personal character, yo, man, I'm telling you, that's what everybody's seeing in their head, and that's why he getting the business. That's why he ride dance like Bojangles, man.
Yeah, but if he wouldn't have said that, they probably wouldn't
have been
Mr. Bojangles.
Man,
maybe he should have said no comment. Oh, I don't even know, man.
He should have left it alone.
No, if he would have said no comment, they still would have said he didn't have her back, man.
Well,
even though she had his back.
Is there?
Then I kept thinking, what leading roles has Terry Crews had? There was that one show where he was married to.
Oh, he finna be in that new movie about that it's like a folklore.
Oh. No, he